Okay, what is up? We are now back on the Tuesday, the night after my fight, and unfortunately, I got knocked out pretty brutally. It was just I didn't see it coming. It was a jab, an overhand right, and then a spinning back kick to the jaw, and I just got knocked out.
Of course, I'm kidding. I did win, so I'm very happy about that. Unfortunately, I didn't get a KO or anything like that. It was a win by decision, which I was a little bit disappointed about. Only because I feel like I had a few opportunities where I could have had a big finish and a really good fight. But you know, it's there's nothing wrong with it. It was a good fight. My opponent was very tough. I hit him with a lot of clean shots, a lot of strong shots. And he just kept coming. So I have to admit, a win is a win. I can't knock it. Obviously, you always go into some more details of afterwards. But nevertheless, this is a reaction channel. We are reacting to Vinland Saga, season 2, episode 16. So enough of my garbage. Let's get into it because I've heard this is a good episode. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1. We'll see what's happening this episode because we're starting to pick up in this season. We're getting near to the end of it now, and there's I don't know if we'll resolve all of the issues that have been brought up this season, because let's say this finishes on episode 24, which I think it did last season. That means we've got 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We've got 9 episodes, which is like a good 4.5 hours. That's a long time, over a movie's worth of time. Like almost 2 movies even, actually. So we might end up having it all resolved, but I just feel like we've got a lot of stuff going on, and the way that it's being paced out at the moment is like not tons of things happening every episode. It's like small development, like building. But I imagine in the next 2, maybe 3 episodes, we're going to start really getting into it. Especially on the farm. Don't know if we'll get the Canute stuff in the next few episodes, but that might be later towards the end of the season. But I'm guessing we're going to have Kettle coming back, Leaf meeting Thorfinn. You know, I think we've got a few big things coming, so it should be interesting. You know, obviously worried about Arnheid now. I feel like I'm always saying her name wrong, but I mean, you know, happens. I'm listening to a TV show spoken in Japanese about Denmark and England, and I think the language they speak is Norse. So it's Norse translated to Japanese, translated to English, basically.
So a little bit convoluted, but nevertheless, I'm sure I get most of them
Fairly alright. Great purpose. Thorfinn's great purpose? He doesn't really seem to have one at the moment. He was talking about freeing slaves and making sure there's no war. She left with him though, I remember that. I forgot about that. I don't think we really wrapped up the Garda Arnheid situation. Because we saw them fight, and then it cut to after they killed everyone and got away. Oh well, Garda had killed everyone. Is that her? I assumed she'd left with him. Maybe she hasn't, and she told him, and he left. They're using her as bait, I think. I don't think she went in there with that intention. But I think when the kind of wave of emotion came over her and the guilt she feels for losing her child happened, she felt like she owed him. The same way he felt like he owed her. I don't think he would hurt her. I don't know if she told him about their son or not in the end, but I don't think he'd hurt her. But then again, he left and didn't take her with him, so maybe she did tell him.
全員ガルザルが雨の中二人で逃げてきたんです。大旦那様
We fled here in the rain to the old man's house.
でも
Lost consciousness, okay.
亡くなって重くて運べなくて、でもなんとかガルザルの身を隠したんです。
ガルザルさんはここにいるんですね。
はい。
Wow, and the old master helped him? Well, I suppose he's helping Arnhide more than him.
すぐヘビさん
But at the same time,
ヘビさんたちは
I'm so surprised he did that, seeing that he killed some of the men on the farm. So many.
母屋でガルザルが私に
Damn, so at some point God is gonna have to leave.
ヘビさんとあと二人
This is a really tense situation. They're waiting for a guy to show up to come save her. Little do they know, he's already there.
お腹の子のためにも。
中のことガルザルと家族の夢を
Yeah, but I don't know.
戻ってきたんだ。分かった。
It's not that I think God is necessarily a bad guy. Clearly he's not a bad person. He's just been driven to this. But at the same time, when you're driven to that extent, it's hard to come back. Especially to the extent he's gone to.
自信に満ちていた
His eyes that used to be full of confidence.
あんなでも
Yeah.
キャルディを失って二人惨めに
Again, as I was saying, I don't think he's a bad guy, but I just don't know how he'd react to. Because as far as I'm aware, he still doesn't know about the kid being lost. And if he finds out that his kid's lost and gone, probably dead, and she now has someone else's child in her, would he then still be okay with just leaving with her and looking after this child? I don't know if he would.
出血は止まりましたか。一刻を争うな。
Einar's just taking this in. Thorfinn seems like he's formulating a plan and thinking and plotting things out already.
あるね。でもあなたは身重の体です。道行きは困難なものになるでしょう。それでもや
At the moment, they're just kind of banking on the fact that God is going to be okay with it. I don't know if I suppose it's a different time. She was a slave, so it can. I could easily see it being overlooked, but at the same time, I could then easily see it not being overlooked. And all we've really seen from God of recent times is him being crazy. Motherfucker bit someone's neck out last episode. So I'm just worried that it's not going to be a happy ending because that doesn't happen very often in Finland.
俺も力になります。二人いれば何か策があるかもし
トレイとは劣っているものがなるべくしてなるものと人は言う。適材適所だと。だがわしはそうは思わん。トレイにはわしもお前も運がなければ奴隷になっていたのかもしれん。
それがどうした？今度のこととは関係ねえ。こっちは5人殺されてんだ。野郎はぶっ殺さなきゃ気が済まねえ。歩けるかよ。
ならば剣など捨てればよい。その剣、この辺りのものでないことはわしにもわかる。だが 剣を捨てねばその過根は立てぬのではない。
Maybe that sword's got more to it. Or, well, maybe Snake has got more to his background than I thought.
わしの畑をくれてやろう。土を耕え。振り回すよりよっぽどましじゃ。わしはもう立って歩くことはできまい。じきに死ぬ。お前も堅気になるには良い機会じゃろう。聖書を読んでもらった借りがあるでな。
チェ、くだらねえこと言ってんじゃねえよ。
Suppose he was reminded Thorfinn of Aslan, didn't he? So I mean, maybe there's something to that.
兄貴。うん？
あそこに誰かいます。の影に多分やつだ。
That's Einar. That's definitely Einar.
よし。
Damn, we're only halfway through this? You're kidding. Holy fuck. This episode's been crazy, man. I thought we were about to finish there. What's Thorfinn gonna do though?
Because I mean, I'm guessing they're gonna try and create some sort of distraction. They're pulling them away from the farm so they can both escape. But then they can't really just let them go straight after them because they'll probably catch up.
1機2機3機よし全員だ。
That's all of them, yeah, okay. I love the detail of the dragonflies here. So unnecessary, but it just adds to it. I think, honestly, I think there maybe might be a few too many in that scene. It was just a little bit distracting. But I like the idea of it. Yeah, that's Einar. But I'm worried about Einar now. What if they fucking just throw a sword at him or some shit? I understand. Well, no, maybe not a sword, but he's got a fucking spear. What happens? Surely they can just get out of there quickly now. Einar, take your shit off. Do not die. I do not want Einar getting hurt because of
大旦那
this.
様。でもそんな大旦那様。
I fucking love this old man. He's become one of my favorite characters of this kind of like the farmland area.
死の子の言わずさっさと手を貸せ。
He gives me vibes of fucking Thor's.
はい。
He just seems to be, I don't know, experienced, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
森に逃げ込む気だぜ。あの森の中じゃ馬は使えねえ。追いつけ。入れさせんだ。
Take off the hood, man, please.
くそそう
I feel like Snake's gonna realize and turn back. He does not look well still.
生きてる。いい手当てだ。
Dude is massive though. He's as cold as stone. Yeah, that's not good.
頼む。持ってくれ。
早い。どう見たって重傷者の走りじゃねえよ。
Yeah, I told you Snake's gonna work it out.
雲、アラグマ。
He's back already, no fucking way. I thought they were gonna get a little bit of the way and Thorfinn was gonna stop Snake from getting to them, but looks like this might happen earlier than I expected. Why is he walking though? What did he do? Just hop off his horse like a few 100 meters away? He didn't hit. Oh my god, he's so much smarter than I am. So much smarter. He purposely did it so he didn't. Yeah, he dismounted and ran here so Thorfinn wouldn't hear the horse. Holy fuck. So well thought out. Like, even for the writers to think of that and like add that into the story is amazing.
気配を感じねえわけだ。
トルフィンさん、
Is Thorfinn gonna fight?
忙しくガルザ
That's more like a Middle Eastern blade. You see them quite a lot.
渡さなけりゃ
Like around that kind of area, that kind of curved edge to the blades and stuff.
追っ手は3人だがここにはエビさんだけ他の気配はない剣をかいくぐって顎に一撃
やんのかトルフィンやれやれ仕方ねえかこの際
Fucking Asvielad.
純粋な人助けだ
Jesus.
お前には原稿振るう大義名分があるまあもっとも向こうには向こうの大義名分がある
I love that they still involve him in the story.
それとも人助けのために一戦ぶちかますか本当の戦士へ至る道はどっちか考える時間はねえぞほれ目の前
Please don't stop here. I want to see this. For a second then I thought he'd cut his ear, but then I realised that happened in the other episode. Oh, they're
寝
gonna
ぼけてて勝てる相手か
they're gonna end it. I know they are. Some of the things they're doing in this season that's different to last season, and I've been loving it.
槍でも斧でも
Oh, just glimpses of old Thorfinn just give me goosebumps, man. It's that stance, the two blades out to the sides.
Oh my god, that episode was awesome, and I can't wait for the next one now. The next one's going to be even better, I know it. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, as I said, I kind of expected this season to ramp it up a little bit more than last time, and again and again and again, and that's
What I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of now. So next episode, I'm expecting Thorfinn versus Snake, the conclusion as well. What happens with Einar and Garda and Arnheid possibly getting away. I expect they're getting away. I expect that's going to then lead to Thorfinn and Einar, and maybe, well, not really the Master because he can't really get in trouble, but I mean, he might be like, you know, what are you doing kind of thing. But I reckon they're going to get in shit, and something's going to be about to happen to them. Then Kettle and everyone comes back and goes, hey, not fucking important right now. We've got an army coming our way. We need to focus and fix up on this. That's what I'm guessing. And then they start working together. I'd really like to see that, because I think Snake can learn a lot from Thorfinn and vice versa.
I like Snake's character a lot, and I'd prefer him to see him on our side than on the other side. And I think he's got a bit more of a backstory to him than I originally thought, and I think that backstory could kind of lead into him ending up on Thorfinn's side, and I think he'd be a really cool addition to our little group. Snake, Thorfinn, and Einar, an excellent swordsman, a true warrior, and what would I call Einar? A peaceful brute. I think that's a pretty cool name for him. But I mean, you're starting to form a little bit, and then you're not even counting Thorgil, Kettle's oldest son, who's just a monster. I don't know where he stacks up to them. But I mean, you've got them on your side. I mean, young Thorfinn almost matched up to Thorkel. So, I mean, you're going to have to bring some heavy people, heavy hitters, to be able to be beating them. And this is just a small farm against an army. So, honestly, I'm really excited to see where this season leads. I get why people are saying how good this season is now. I'm really starting to understand it. The story is amazing. Animation's amazing. The small little details they're doing in the show now
amazing. The writing itself, genius. The bit where I was like, why did he hop off his horse? Like, why on earth would he need to get off his horse and run there? It's going to just delay him more. And instantly the show answered my question. I basically just said, shut the fuck up, you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, let me explain. And then it goes, he got off the horse so he could run there, so Thorfinn wouldn't hear the horse and try and speed things up. He did it to sneak up on them. It's really smart. I don't know the writer of this anime, but wow, impressive. You have to be a very good writer to be able to think of details like that and make the details work and make sense. Not just, oh, he hopped off the horse so they wouldn't hear him, even though they probably wouldn't have heard him anyway. Like, it makes sense to the story. There's a reason for it. There's a rhyme and a reason to every small thing that goes on. And that's when you start getting some of these amazing stories, like One Piece, Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga. It's really, really start to get some amazing shows. Like the real pinnacle of storytelling, in my opinion. Let alone not just like good animation, good this, good that, but true, excellent writing. Anyway, enough of me sucking the show's dick. That was amazing, and I can't wait for next time. So, peace.